Joining us today to share the programs and initiatives of the Department of Education to ensure that all students are given an opportunity to reach their full potential through career and technical education are, that was a lot, right? Ms. Patrice Green, she is the Senior Education Officer for Career and Technical Education. We have Ms. Raquel Turnquest, she's an Education Officer for Family and Consumer Sciences, and Ms. Rochelle Scott, she's an Education Officer for Technical Studies. Good morning, and welcome to Mamas at Sunrise.
Good morning.
We love talking about education and the sciences and all the technical stuff. Let's jump right in. Over the years, we've heard about the term CTE. Can you explain what it is and some of the programs that are involved under this banner?
So CTE is really career and technical education. Though the area really deals with careers and preparing students for the workforce, to go directly into the workforce, and of course into college as well. So we prepare students for careers in cosmetology, in barbering, in auto mechanics, in agriculture, of course, entrepreneurships. We also prepare students for the business world as well. So we have a gamut of areas that we prepare students for to go directly into the workforce. So we look at soft skills, we look at onboarding for industry. We work very closely with our industry partners to ensure that our students are ready and equipped to enter the workforce, and we also prepare them through certifications that are industry accepted.
And I like how you're wearing this green this morning, and you mentioned agriculture. Tell us about some of the schools that have dedicated agricultural programs.
So we have 36 schools with agricultural science programs throughout New Providence and the Family Islands. Some of them you would have heard of through the media: C.V. Bethel, the H.O. Nash, T.A. Thompson, Anatole Rogers, S.E. McPherson, D.W. Davis, L.W. Young, and of course, when we look at our Grand Bahamas schools, St. George's, all of the schools in Grand Bahama, and Exuma, Ellen Coakley. So these are the schools that are doing extremely well. Preston, Albury, all of the schools in Eleuthera. Then we have Cat Island, Arthurstown High School, Old Bight High School. So. And then Abaco as well. I don't want to get in trouble not mentioning all of the schools. But 36 schools that have agricultural science programs where they do crop production, horticulture, and animal science as well.
Yeah, I've benefited from visiting the little farmers markets that some of the schools have, and it's really great stuff, great produce. And the kids are very, the students, they're very involved and bought in, and I just love to see how that program's been flourishing. Tell me, what is Family and Consumer Sciences?
Well, Family and Consumer Science education encompasses our Family and Consumer Science General Studies programs at the junior high school. So that's Introduction to Food and Nutrition, Introduction to Clothing, Construction and Craft, as well as Parenting, Housing, Child Development, all of that good stuff. And then at the senior high school level, students dive in a little deeper into food and nutrition, as well as clothing, construction and craft. And then our cosmetology program, that's where the barbering comes in, hair care, nail care, skin care, what the ladies refer to as the beauty trades. All right. And then we have hospitality and tourism studies. We know that tourism is everybody's business, and then that's the lifeblood of the Bahamas. So that is what Family and Consumer Science education encompasses.
How have the students reacted to, I guess, the family portion of it? You know, you're talking about I remember taking the culinary classes and learning how to sew in high school, but I didn't really take it that seriously. How do the students respond to that, and how important is that towards their overall development?
Well, their overall development it's like life skills. So sometimes you may not tune into it too much in high school, but after you would have graduated, you would join the workforce, you have a button popped off, you have to go and take it to a tailor as opposed to just getting the needle and thread and dealing with it yourself.
Calling my mommy.
And sometimes mom say you're on your own now.
You know, right?
All right. So we basically prepare them to be lifelong learners, to give them skills that they can take into the workforce. Some of the young men in our programs, when I see them later on in life, they say, boy, Ms. T, I wish it had pushed me a little bit hard, because why? They could have been a tailor working in air conditioning as opposed to being out in the hot sun all day long. on a rooftop, as well as the hospitality and tourism studies programs that we have. You have a lot of students gaining those industry credentials from the American Hotel and Lodging Educational Institute. These are international certifications that our students are earning in high school.
Wow.
So when they come out, they are ready
They're
for
ready.
the job market on day one. They can choose to go into tertiary studies at the college level, or some of them are indeed starting their own businesses. You can imagine the students who study culinary arts during COVID, when everything shut down, everybody was a cook.
Yeah, right. Mobile chef.
I tell you. Yeah.
But it sounds very comprehensive, and again, it makes a difference. And not only you're working in professional life, but your everyday life, at home, interacting with your family. For those who are unfamiliar, like me, with the term technical studies, can you tell us what this entails?
Technical studies is our vocational subject. So we have 14 areas that we cover: auto mechanics, air conditioning, building maintenance, electronics, electrical, graphical, technology, welding, plumbing. That's at the senior high, and at the junior high we have a program called Technical Career Exploration, where the students get a little taste of all of those subjects at the senior high so that they can make more guided decisions as to their career choices.
Right.
And boys and girls are in our programs. Last year we had one of our female plumbers highlighted.
I remember her.
Yes, and she is in college but making a living on the side doing plumbing. So technical studies isn't what it used to be, as it's more diverse. It has a lot of technology in it now. Cars are computerized, your air conditioning systems are computerized, so it's a merging of these skills, both hands-on and the technical skills as well. So we're trying to teach our students to be self-sufficient and to be true nation builders as they go back to things that we used to do. Grandparents were masons and carpenters, and literally and figuratively built this nation.
Yes.
And that is where we're trying to get our young people headed to, again, to bridge that skill gap that's so needed in this country.
And you mentioned again, our parents are, those that came before us, they may have been a bit more handsy, a bit more in the trades, right? Or know how to, find multiple streams of income. And so they have the day job and they have the side job. When it comes to technical studies, how does that feed into our national development goals?
Well, in our national vision, in the Vision 2040, it speaks to equipping our students with the technical skills needed to increase our labor force and to decrease our dependence on immigrants to come in and to build our hotels and build our streets, etc. So we're giving our students those skills so that they can contribute to our economy and our nation in general.
So all those subjects sounded so exciting. I would take them all. I wouldn't know which one I would want to pick, right? So what are the key career and technical education programs or initiatives planned for this academic year?
So this academic year, first that is going to be rolled out is the Agriculture Cadet Program in conjunction with the Ministry of Agriculture and BAMSI. So our rollout is set for October, so that is the first initiative. And then we have our Young Chef culinary competition. Turn Quest will talk more about that. And then we have CTE Month, which is in February. In CTE Month, we usually have a career exploration exhibition. We have a booth camp for students, for 12th graders, where we have industry partners come in and speak to them about on-the-job information, what is needed for employment. Last year, we had persons come in to interview 12th grade students, take them through the interview process, look at their resumes, and help them to strengthen their resumes for employment. This year, we plan to do the same thing, and this school year, the same thing, and we're going to broaden that aspect of it, where we're going to have persons come in to really interview students so that they, because a lot of them are ready for employment. Those persons who would have taken the exam that Ms. Turnquist spoke about, the hotels are ready to employ them on day one, as soon as they graduate. So those are some of the things. I'll allow Turnquist and Scott to speak about some of their initiatives. I know with business studies, because business studies come under CTE as well, they have a accounting bowl that they usually have in March, where they involve public and private schools. And then, of course, we also participate in the Agribusiness Expo every year in April with the Ministry of Agriculture. And if you go out there, you'd notice that the schools are really the ones driving that Agribusiness Expo.
That's some competition going on there, right?
Major
I love
competition.
it. Every year it just grows and grows. We talked about the culinary competition briefly. Tell us a little bit about what's planned for this year.
Well, this year is the 33rd annual Bahamas Young Chef Culinary Competitions and our 9th culinary conference. This is supported by our international sponsors, Mahatma Rice, Robin Hood Flour, through their distributor, ACH Pritchard. But of course, the ministry and the department and the government of the Bahamas is the primary sponsor of that competition. So it's a national event. In September, right now, schools are having their school runoff to determine who is the best young chef on their school campuses. It's open to independent as well as government schools throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. In the month of October, we have our island or district runoffs. And then in November, the week of November 17th to the 21st, we start off with a 2-day culinary conference at the University of the Bahamas, where we have industry chefs come in. They are doing demonstrations and different interactions with the students. We also have chefs coming down from Johnson & Wales University and St. Thomas University. They're offering scholarships.
It's exciting.
Yes. So there is a lot of excitement around that, and I want to encourage all of our students out there that are in our family and consumer science as well as our hospitality and tourism studies programs. Contact your teachers now. Let them know that you're interested and come out and compete. Let's see who's the best chef in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas for junior high school and senior high schools.
Oh, yeah. Competition is heating up. And quickly, if you have any initiatives that you want to mention that's happening this year?
Yes, this year we will have our first automotive competition.
Ooh.
And that is being sponsored by industry.
I can't fix my guy.
As well as we have our regular competition that takes place during CTE month with a design competition.
So much going on.
And then we have, we're rolling out the Pathful program, and Scott is going to speak more to that in the primary schools.
We're trying to really have a continuity in skills. So this year we're rolling out a program for 4th, 5th, and 6th graders.
Nice.
We're piloting it at 2 schools, Uriah McPhee and TG Glover. And those students will be exposed to careers in the trades at an early age so that we get them thinking and moving in the right direction to build a skilled country.
Ladies, this has been such an informative session. I'm ready to go back to high school.
I tell you.
I feel like life would be so much easier, if I was in high school right now. But
And if you were in CTE.
exactly, in
Would be
CTE. So we appreciate all the work that you're doing and looking forward to all the initiatives rolling out this year, continuing the nation build. And love the green jacket. Right?
Thank you.
Agriculture on deck. Right?
At CTE, we're bridging the education gap
There you go.
with industry, one child at a time.
I love it. Appreciate y'all being on the show this morning. Looking forward to speaking to you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For being here. You're watching Mamas at Sunrise, CTE. We'll be right back.